morning, almost noonish here in Basco, Illinois. We are going to work on a book today. Let me make sure my laptop is cooperating here, hopefully. Let me find me live on the YouTube. Okay, we're going to do something kind of sort of similar to this. This is when I did, I'm thinking 2 years ago. This one we did a lot to. I'm probably not going to do that much to this one because I don't think it'll need it. But let's get started. So far, this is just a book that I did a long time ago that I didn't finish. It's got spring on the front, but ignore that. We're going to pretend that it doesn't have all that. Ideally, this would just be a red or a green book, or it really wouldn't matter. And you might just, if it wasn't the right color, you might just put something, kind of basic Christmas on it, because you're not really going to see it, because to me, it's going to be displayed in an easel like this, so you're really only going to see this side. So all I have done for prep so far is paint this white. So let's get started. I'm trying to make sure, do I have it upside down? Is it even going to matter? It is upside down. Okay, probably wouldn't matter, but okay. Let's see here. And I know I don't have the screen the ideal way, but I could not figure out how to do it otherwise. So it's not my day. And I'm in a hurry because I'm trying to get this done before lunch. But anyway, best laid plans here. And I don't know how. I'm just gonna have to leave it there. All right, so I have painted this white. And then the papers I'm gonna use today, and of course I've got stuff on this screen too to where I can't see comments. I hate to press too much. Oh, I always forget my laptop is not a touch screen. My next one will be, because this is embarrassing when I keep pressing buttons and nothing happens. Okay. All right. Nothing happens. Oh, gotta turn me down. Okay. All right. Shh. Okay. So the papers I chose is going to be this musical paper here and this gorgeous Santa. So let's get to going here. Like I said, I've got to feed the guys here shortly, which Courtney's working on lunch for me and trying to help out with links and whatnot. So let's try to figure out how Santa's going to fit. I think this might be one I kind of want to cut before I put in here a little bit. Otherwise, that's going to be a booger to get down in there, isn't it? Just going to take my spatula and kind of score that. And I think I will just cut that. So obviously, we're not going to have room for the whole Santa on here. So we're going to have to pick and choose what we think is the most important part here. I might just kind of score this over the edges, and then I think it would be lovely if I could find my water pen and then water method this out and give it a nice rippy look around the edges. Or I'll just get a paintbrush and some water. Okay, we'll just do that. It'll just take me a little bit longer to do it that way. Mainly because I see a brush I like the size of for it. That one will work. Okay. All right, hopefully we've got it about the size we want scored out to be. That might make it look really vintagey if we have it a little shorter than it needs to be. And then maybe we'll do some vintage brownishness around the edges. Antique it, if you will. I'm starting to get a vision, I guess, in my head. Okay, let's start tearing it and see what we got. And you can cut it if you like the straight edge look. I tend to go for more of the not straight edge. Hello, Mr. Clips. I need more water there. I think I just had a little more fibers going through the paper there. There we go. Okay, let's see how this looks on here. Hello, Lauren Kelly. Hello, Lucky Zondi. Yes, isn't this a gorgeous paper? It's from, oh gosh, pretty sure, I hate to even say. I want to say it's Decoupage Central. Okay, too big. Still a little big. Let's cut it down a little bit more. And where can we afford to lose some from? Oh well, better to have plenty than to have cut it too short the first time. Okay, top to bottom, we're good now. And that we can slide down in there some. I think I'll cut a little bit off each side. Yes, this is one of my favorite Santas that we carry. I love all the greenery with it. So I hate to get rid of it. But it's got to fit our book, so. Let's cut a little bit off of this side. Thank you, Lauren. Okay, and then we'll get to our other side. Okay. Okay, that was rice paper. This is tissue paper. And we're going to kind of do the same thing. Although it's going to take a little more saturation. I'll probably do it to the back of this also to saturate through all this ink. Guessing on this right now, so I'm not good at measuring. And I didn't even lay it out on there this time, did I? Hey, Patsy. How do you swipe away the chat on here so you can see the project? I don't know because I'm not seeing the same screen that you are. Is there an X at the top? Can you X out of the chat? Or can you swipe left or right? I'm just guessing. Because I'm guessing I don't have the same screen. I see an X on mine that I could X out of. But it's not on top of my, on top of the video for me. Okay. I think we're pretty close. I think left to right we're okay. We'll cut a little off the bottom. And we probably got enough to use for another little book if we wanted to. Okay. Oh, I don't think I've even done that bottom. Okay, let's see what that looks like. I'm gonna call that a winner. And let's get our decoupage medium out. I'm using Pentart's decoupage and decoupage varnish and glue, I think is what it's called. Now I've bought it in the bigger container and it has this flip top on it and I can't put my brush back in it. So what I've done is poured mine in a different container. So that's why it looks different, because it's in this kind of container now. Okay, I got out, okay, as I say, I got out all these brushes, so I'd be ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on here. Just a nice even layer. We want it, we don't want any area without decoupage medium on it, because then it's going to be dry in that area and then it's not going to stick. And then you're going to have a kind of air pocket and that's not going to look good. Then you would probably have to cut a slit later and get your product worked into there, which is doable, but you know, if you don't have to, you'd rather not. Hey, Cindy. Just trying to reach a paper towel here. Trying not to overwork it with my fingers. Okay, I love it. Love it, love it. This may have to be a two-parter. Courtney warned me. I knew I wouldn't have enough time to do this, but it's warmer weather today than what we're gonna have again and what we've been having. It's supposed to get up to 48 today. I know, woo! But I'm wanting to go outside and get some work done in my carport, so I'm trying to, yeah, I'm wanting to get outside and work after lunch. And you know, we've only got so many hours before it gets dark too and gets colder. It's really windy today, but you know, warmer than it has been. So I'm wanting to try to get out to the carport and get some things organized out there a little bit. See if I have any more Christmas decorations out there and what other fun stuff I have out there for us to work on in the future. Like I said, this is tissue paper, so it's just a little bit different animal to work with. Okay, let's go ahead and seal them. It's supposed to be in the low 70s today here in southern Arizona. Rub it in. That sounds a little warm for my hot-bloodedness, but it doesn't sound too bad, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and seal it with the same decoupage medium. And then we got to figure out what else we want to do with it. I don't know that it needs a whole lot more. I mean, I think we'll go around the outside edges, antique it a little bit. I mean, you could do a whole lot more to it, and maybe I will later, but just a nice soft brush here to put this on, keeping my brush strokes all going the same way. And as long as you got a nice, good decoupage medium and a nice soft brush, you should not have any brush strokes once it dries. And as long as you don't have a bunch of it on there. Okay, let's dry it. Pardon the dryer. What'd you say, Courtney? I'm sorry, my daughter stepped in and said something, but I couldn't understand her. Okay, that's pretty close to dry. Maybe not there. It's a little thick there, so that's a little tacky. Okay. How do you clean your brushes after using it? I just clean them with everything else. I just either use, I just soak them in water till I clean them, and I usually use like Dawn Power Wash. If they need more than that, then I use my Fusion soap. Okay. I think I've got out some Bronze Age wax. I think we're going to go around the outside edges with that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I feel like we should put something in there, but I don't know what, so I'm going to wait on that. Oh, shoot, that one's not even open. This one is. Now, some things I do have more that I do have to use stronger stuff on, like if I'm using umber paste or wax, I have been putting it in like mineral spirits lately to and soaking it in there for a day or so. And if you don't like your stuff darker like this, you don't have to use this. I was gonna go with aged brass, but I ended up going with the bronze instead. Kind of wish I'd went with the aged brass, but I think we're not quite out of aged brass. I think we're very low, and I know they're out of stock and it won't be back in for a while. I think we have 3 in stock, or did. We might put some aged brass on top of this, just for funsies, and see what that looks like. Because I think that aged brass will tie in more with that rusty look in there. Oh, I never thought. I think I told you guys it's super windy here today. I'm surprised my internet's okay. Sometimes when it's super windy, my internet does not cooperate. Okay, I think we're gonna try the aged brass over this. So I think that will lighten it up. Might be more the look I was going for. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted. Yeah, that ties it in better for me. And you could put like an umber paste or a brown antiquing gel, or, you know, something else along those lines too, to antique it. Or you could have went the whole page too. I don't know, this just kind of came to me at the last minute to make it smaller than the actual papers. Or smaller than the book page, I should say. And I think we'll probably put some of this on the, yeah, out on the outside edges there too. Okay, I'm gonna get a small brush if I can, just to kind of get down in that crackage. Because obviously my fat finger can't get down in there. And honestly, that'll probably never be open far enough to see that, but it's bugging me. Okay. And I think, oh yeah, let's go ahead and do the edges. And again, this isn't something you have to do. You can do it or not. And I didn't, well, I did get a little bit of paint on these edges. I think I did it just a little bit, kind of hoping to make them stick together a little bit, but I didn't really do it much. You could also, I mean, you could really paint them together if you wanted to make them stick, or you could use your decoupage medium, or you could water down your decoupage medium and really slap it on there to get them glued shut. I really wasn't that worried about it. That doesn't really bother me. Sorry, this is boring to watch, but this is how long it actually takes me to do it anyway. So like I said, this one's pretty basic, nothing too fancy to it. I feel like the, oh, maybe a Christmas tree would be pretty on there. I might have a Christmas tree mold that might be pretty on there. That might be what I do. I'll have to do that later though. Because I feel that needs something right there. And that Christmas tree mold might just be the ticket. I'll have to look for that later. Kind of wrinkled up my page there. I should have been a little more gentle. And you could probably use a metallic gold paint or metallic silver, or you know, any of the metallic paints would probably work for this also. I've never thought about using that. I got plenty of those. We should try that sometime. Okay. Let's see. Let's try. I haven't done this for a while. Let's see about curling up the edge a little. I don't know if I want it to curl up too much, but I'm just taking my little paintbrush and curled it up there a little. And if you do that, then you've got to come back and kind of do a little bit of your wax or whatever you're going to use in there, and do any of the white pages that are showing. So just beware, whatever's showing, you're going to want to do something to. Just kind of rolling that up a little. And I'm not going crazy with it because I don't want to get into my picture and, whoops. These thighs come in handy. Otherwise I'd had to bend over and pick this up. I think that's, yeah. Like I said, I don't want too much because I don't want to feel like the one I have over there has too much curl to it. I'll do the wax on the rest of that another time because it's time consuming. And I'll find that tree later. Let's do a little snow. I think all I'm really going to do it on, well, I'm just going to do it on his hat and his little wrist thing there. Let me clean out my get my I am getting low on this too. There we go. This just gives us a little, oh shoot, I am getting really low. I've been saying that for the last, I don't know how many lives that I've used it on. I've been trying to store it upside down, and I see it was not upside down this time. Which I don't know that upside down really helps something that's this thick. But, so I don't know if I'm gonna have enough in here to finish this without getting another one out. Oops, shoot. Just kind of brighten up his little trim on his hat and jacket. Looks like we made it through one more project with it. I'm not going to do his hair or his beard because I feel like I would mess that up. So okay. I think I will dry that just a little bit. I'm going to do one more thing to it. Where's my dryer? Okay, that's just enough so that I don't smear it. Okay, and I think, I mean, this probably will not be the easel that I will use. Might be a little large for the job, but you'll get the gist of it. But, oh, it will be displayed on something like this. It was just the handiest one I could find. It'll look something like that, but I'm gonna try something a little different. It's not something I normally do with my books, but I'm gonna try putting some greenery and stuff on the top, and you guys let me know. We'll see what we think. If we ever want to do this again, we'll see how it turns out. I gotta turn it back around my way though and see what I'm looking at. I just have some little sprigs. You know, when stuff falls off. Oh, well, shoot, maybe this isn't the stuff that fell off. I should have brought my stuff from, okay, some of this is. Yeah, you know, when you lose stuff off of your wreaths or your garlands, I keep all that. Not necessarily for this, but comes in handy for little things. I want to decorate some books. Now, that's too hard to explain what I'm talking about. Nothing like this, but just with some twine and a little something, something like this across the top. But anyway. So yeah, I'm not going to put a whole lot on there, but I just thought I could build it up with some of that extra stuff that I always keep. Round it up here. I didn't realize I had other sprays too. Okay. Let's see if I got something that we can turn into something. Okay. Don't laugh at this ancient glue gun here. Okay. Let's hope it works, honestly. And actually, I only had one glue stick for it. And crap if I know what I did with it. We may not be. Well, I may just be showing you an example of how I think I'm going to lay it on here. Because I don't know where that one glue stick went. Okay. I just want to find two that look the same. There we go. Kind of build up a little something, something on there. Let me get that out of the way because it's distracting. Actually, these two as a base might be nice. Like I said, I have never added something like this to the top, but okay, that's all that's in there until I find, and I have other glue guns too. That was just, I knew where that one was. You know, well, I was gonna say I could use some heavy body gel, but that's not gonna get me too far. Okay. So basically, I'm just gonna show you what I will be doing later. Building it up. Probably, these look like they're a match. I am not a florist. Don't judge too harshly. And I may redo this before I settle on something too, but oh, these would look nice with that maybe. And I don't have my flower cutter snipper things in here because they're in the house because I've been decorating for Christmas, but maybe tuck some of these in there. Probably have to cut them shorter, but yeah, you get the gist. That's what I'm going for. Something like that, but I'll tweak that and get them hot glued in here later. But this is where I'm going to quit with you. And I promise it will look better when I get done. We're going to put a Christmas tree there. Let me see if I have one of those. I do have one over there. I will paint it green if it fits. Well, it's kind of big. Either that one. What do you guys think? Is anybody even here? I have that one or this one is much smaller. There is no in between. So what do we think? The smaller one? If I do this one, it just takes up the whole page. I'm almost thinking it needs to be this one. Or a snowflake. I could snip that off like so. Or a couple snowflakes. This one and a smaller one. So if you would weigh in and let me know how you think I should finish that, that would be great. All right, I'm gonna hop off of here and let you guys go, and I'll finish it up and take pictures later. So thanks for watching. Bye.